so let's talk about that, about why that is. Okay, that's all horses. All horses load the left. That's the stabling leg, and then the right side sort of waves in the breeze because it's not under the horse, right? So the horse is always stepping this way on the left, and then the right goes like this. If you have a horse that doesn't have shoes on, and they do that, you'll see the left front will flare, and the right hind will flare, because the horse is doing this. Left, right. The reason I now have an answer, I used to say I don't know why that is. Why do they all go to the left and drop the right? Because 70% of their organs are on the left. And the part of their brain that makes decisions is also on the left. Okay, so this is where I go to Europe. Like first time I went to Portugal, I'm like, maybe it's different. No, it's not. It's exactly the same. This is why. It's a physical thing. So if left to their own devices, horses will load this side and get behind on the right. And if you don't fix that and you go, it gets worse and worse and worse, and then you get bad behavior and or lameness, right? Stronger horses, it's behavior before lameness. Weaker horses, it's both, usually at the same time, right? If the horse is having a problem, okay, they're not giving you a problem, they're having a problem. And it's our job to figure out why. Okay, now let's talk about human nature. Human nature is to ride like this and steer the neck. And it just does not work. Okay, we have to learn to sit, let our seat follow. This is relaxed because we need the horse to lift the back, to carry us. That's just mechanics. There's no collarbone. They don't naturally lift their back. They're really not designed to carry weight, right? So if we ignore that imbalance, right? We label it, the horse is this, the horse is that, whatever. The back hollows, yeah, good. And then we sit on it, and the horse goes even more, and this is why there's an epidemic of kissing spine. Right, we've always had that, we've never had a name for it. It's when it goes like this, and then the rider shortens the horse. It's logical that the vertebrae get too close, right? It's fixable. Not if you ride the neck, it's not, right? If you keep riding the neck. Because the enemy of the back is a tight, short neck. And when you have problems in the mouth, that's a reflection of the back. So that's a symptom, whatever, I'm not saying your horse does. But you see horses that pull and root and it's because their back is not functioning. Because they're relying on you to carry the front end, which is impossible. It's not possible. It isn't. So it's really important to understand the mechanics of what's going on. I'm a big proponent of you knowing why we're doing things, okay? Because if you know why, you have a much better chance of applying it. Plus, it takes time to create new habits, so it helps the rider not get frustrated with what's going on, right? Because we're saying, you hear the trainer say, do this, do that, and we don't know why, and then it doesn't work because the technique maybe isn't taking the horse's mechanics into account, right? How much have we heard you want to bend left? Good. You want to bend left, turn the head left. Well, that's not going to bend the horse left. It's going to throw the horse like this. The horse is already like this. So we turn the head more, and now the right hind steps away. Now we're toast, right? No good.